And welcome back. Now, of course, still reacting to what the president had to say last night, Leanne, and many people asking for maybe further clarity on what this actually means. And we're going to take a look at that now. Our first guest this morning, Dr. Begum Feka, also saying that perhaps we could be a lot simpler in our explanation of what is actually going on. Yeah. But let's just take a look at level 5 and what that actually means.
All right, so here we go. This is where we're sitting now until, remember, the 30th. That's what's been said. Then from the 1st, we move to level 4. So, you know, in this sector, only essential services. So that's what it looks like at the moment. This is what South Africa is pretty much so doing. And transport restrictions, bus services, taxis, e-hailing, and private motor vehicles may operate at restricted times with limitations on vehicle capacity and stringent hygiene requirements. And there you can see the movement restrictions, no interprovincial movement of people except for transportation of goods and exceptional circumstances, example funerals.
And then moving to level 4, which is what the president alluded to. But of course, it is worth, you know, just putting in the disclaimer there to say nothing is certain at this stage, given that we are at this point beholden to the empirical scientific evidence of what is currently happening. But level 4 will be moderate to high virus spread with moderate readiness. And this would mean that all essential services plus food retail stores already permitted to sell products, full-line products within existing stock. Also, all agriculture processors and forestry, pulp and paper, mining, global business services for export markets, postal and telecommunication services, fiber optic IT services, formal waste recycling. Those will be some of the business sectors that will be permitted to operate. Transport restrictions, those will still remain more or less the same. Bus services will be added onto that. The taxis are already operating. E-hailing, private motor vehicles may operate at all times of the day, and that is the important difference here, Leanne. Of course, with limitations on vehicle capacity and stringent hygiene requirements. And, you know, that's in a nutshell what a level 4 would look like.
And of course, so many questions still, because I mean, you think of people that maybe have gone to another province and their sector is now opening and they can't get into wherever they work from. So that's one question that needs to be answered. And also when you say that retail stores are now able to open that are already qualified for essential services, what does that mean? Can they sell clothing, or is it just that other shelves that have been, you know, cordoned off that they're not allowed to sell them are now able to sell them? Does that include wine? I mean, there's so much missing, and I know that this is what South Africans are desperately looking for. What will it all look like come Friday? So there we go. All right, but I know that there's more to move on to.